Why understanding her needs is so important. As men, we might sometimes find ourselves questioning our ladies. We might think they are confusing or complicated, or dare I even say crazy. We wonder if we're doing something wrong since we don't get them. We ask ourselves, what does this woman even want? Misunderstanding can lead to years of trouble, worry, arguments, and resentment, and maybe even a divorce. When you find yourself wringing your hands over the conundrum of what is happening inside your woman's head, consider the following story as a basis for what to do next. My first job out of college was in sales. I sold outdoor advertising in the San Francisco Bay Area for about 4 years. Having played basketball in both high school and college, I approached selling as a big competition. And because of the tenacity and confidence I got from the sport, I did quite well. However, one thing I never understood during that entire experience was that sales is a science, not an art. To do well at sales, you need to follow a system for prospecting, asking questions, and identifying needs. You cannot simply guess what your potential client's needs are if you want to get the sale. Let me give you an example. Let's say you are a paint salesperson who is attempting to get an account with a real estate development office. You waltz into the office and start bragging to the office manager about how your company has the best and brightest colors to offer: lime green, fiery orange, and canary yellow. You show your prospect samples you've done of colorful buildings and describe how your company has always prided itself on its colorful past. Throughout the whole sales call, you don't stop talking. You certainly aren't listening or noticing the glazed over look in the office manager's eyes. When you finally come up for air, you stop and look at the building in question. You realize the whole office is painted tan and white with not a vibrant color in sight. A voice breaks into your reverie. It's the office manager. "I'm sorry, sir, but you don't seem to understand. We use tan and white on all of our buildings," the guy explains. "Listen, thanks for your time, but essentially, don't call us, we'll call you." Plain and simple. If this were a real story, you would have lost this potential sale because you didn't pay attention to what the prospective client needed, you didn't listen to what they said, and didn't try to understand their desires or needs. It would be the same in a marriage. If a husband doesn't listen to what his wife is saying and doesn't try to understand what she needs, he is never going to make her happy. Eventually, your wife might say the last thing you want to hear: "Don't call me, I'll call you." Just as in sales, marriage is more of a science than an art. There is a system that must be followed. If you follow the system, you will make your wife happy and create a wonderful marriage. Remember that your marriage is like your car. You would never think of driving your vehicle for months on end without giving it routine maintenance. The same is true of your marriage. To have a successful marriage, you need to continuously give it maintenance. This means you work on understanding your wife and giving her what she needs. You need to pay attention, understand your wife's needs, and learn how she desires to be loved. Only then will you be able to fulfill her. The steps for meeting your wife's needs include: 1. Talk with your wife. 2. Listen to her when she talks. 3. Understand what she needs. 4. Learn how she needs to be loved. 5. Give her what she needs.